right. Well, Pisces. I feel like you have a very, with your projects and your money, I feel like you've got some very clear direction on what you want to be doing. So I feel like you've decided on your projects or whatever you're working on, that you've decided on the things that you want to invest your time and your energy and your own money into, if need be. You're still expanding and exploring that, but I feel like you've kind of decided what exactly you want to do. I think because of that, you feel like you're in a very good place right now. I feel like some of you are looking, though, to kind of improve yourself along the way. So whether you want to kind of make changes to your own appearance, or learn some new things in your field, or something like that. It's like self-betterment. I think that's what you're kind of focusing on also for whatever it is that you're preparing for with these projects. For you, maybe some things have come to light in your immediate past. Maybe you found out some things, and I feel like they don't necessarily have to be physical things. Maybe it's just knowledge that you didn't know before that you know now, that's kind of driving you to do some things. I'm kind of wondering too if some of you like sought out a reader like myself, or an oracle of some kind, to also kind of help you figure out some things too. But not everything has been resolved. You have a blockage card of someone in your life that is holding you back. It's showing up as a Queen of Swords, but it could be male or female. But this person is close to you in some way. It could be somebody that you're in a relationship with now. And I say that because there's two people involved in this reading, two women specifically, but because it's a general reading, it could be male or female. But there are some love aspects mixed in with this. And having one of these females as a blockage card, I kind of wonder if there's maybe you're involved in a third-party situation here for some of you. So there's kind of a lot going on in this reading. Some of you may feel very stuck and trapped where you're at, subconsciously. For some of you, this may not even be on a conscious level quite yet, but it's getting there. So this is self-imposed, usually. So, like I said in another reading, it could be that you got in a relationship a while ago because at the time it was a great idea, but now things have changed. So it's become a prison instead of someplace that you want to be, because you've changed or that person has changed. You've both changed. Maybe the relationship has morphed into something else. So it's not exactly where you want to be right now. And it's nothing you've taken any action on. Again, there's really no action cards in this. There's still, I feel like everything's still in a state of process for you. With the Seven of Swords as your conscious card, this is a card about getting away with something, or being a little bit sneaky, or on the down low about some things consciously. I think that if it's a relationship, it's usually like the infidelity type of card that you're thinking about. If this is work related and maybe this Queen of Swords is an employer, this could mean that you're looking around for other types of work and not telling the current employer that you're doing that. In your immediate future, we have the Knave of Pentacles. It looks like in your immediate future, you're going to be kind of sorting out your finances. And I feel like you need some money for whatever projects you're going to be working on. You might need some of your own money. And I think you're also looking for a return in that money. So it could be investments of some kind. It could be like a savings account. It's just something that is a slow growth financial card. You may receive some money and decide to put it away or invest it or just kind of keep it around in case of an emergency. It could be budgeting. Say you're planning on taking some time off work and you're going to need this money for later. So it could be something like that too. You see yourself as in the Knave of Chalices. So you're offering, back to the relationship thing, it looks like you're offering yourself to someone. You see yourself as having a lot of potential and having a lot to offer somebody. And it could be that you're actually reaching out to offer someone something. And it could be one of these two queens here. Or kings. The other queen is the Queen of Wands. So she's a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Your Queen of Wands is an air sign, typically. Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. But this card is showing up as how others see you. Maybe others are seeing you as the Queen of Wands. I think others are seeing you as being very attractive, very charming, very wise about some things, maybe having some knowledge of otherworldly things, we'll just say that. And it's kind of nice since, you know, the High Priestess has shown up in this reading also. So it could be that also. Could be others are seeing you with a Queen of Wands. But we will move on. Your hopes and fears. Your hope is the Nine of Pentacles. Financial independence and stability is your hope. But not only financial independence, but just independence on your own. Which, again, ties into, well, it ties into the work thing, but it ties into the relationship also. The Nine of Pentacles is about somebody who is independent and doing very well on their own. So if you are coupled with someone, your hope is to be independent and then making enough money to be financially independent. Not only that, but successful and happy. So that is your hope. Now this is where things get a little weird. And I pulled clarifiers. Your overall outcome is the Moon. And I pulled the Lenormand of the mice that goes with that. We also have a Knight of Pentacles here, which didn't help me much with your Moon situation, but we have the Sith. So to me, this tells me, because there's no action, there's no ending, the Moon doesn't resolve anything. The Moon is just, there could be some deceit going on, whether it's from you or from someone else. It could be that there's just I mean, to me, it's like a blank card. It's like there's no information for you. That you have to follow your intuition, that things are very cloudy. But I kind of feel like since there's no action being taken, that there's no outcome either. I mean, that sounds kind of weird, but the Knight of Pentacles looks like somebody that you could be cutting out of your life. Now, this would be an earth sign of Virgo, Taurus, or Gemini. Not Gemini. Why did I say Gemini? Capricorn. So with the mice here, the mice talks about things that are hidden, much like the moon. But the mice are about things that are hidden that are destructive. So sometimes they reference an illness that is unknown, or it could be a relationship that is unhealthy or unstable. So basically things that are kind of lurking underneath the surface that are very destructive, that need to be taken care of. And the Sith talks about cutting things out of your life. So you may be cutting a person out of your life because it is an unhealthy, destructive situation. But with the moon here, it's almost like that it hasn't necessarily been decided yet, or it's unclear, that things are still out of focus, nothing's been decided yet, and there's no action. So February could be a little tricky for you. You're going to have to follow your intuition on everything. Everything. This feels to me very transitional. It feels like a lot of this is in your head about what you want to do, but it hasn't come out into the physical reality yet. It hasn't been manifested yet by you. It's just starting. Like these are your, this is everything that you're wanting, or everything that you don't want, or both. But it's not playing out yet, quite yet, or it's just starting to. It's coming up in your mind first, and then it's playing out after that. But your Oracle card of New Beginnings means that new beginnings are starting very soon. These aren't necessarily big things, but they could turn into big things. They're generally small things. Because it's not the transition card. But new beginnings just means that some things new are starting for you, new projects. Could be a new relationship. So a new job, something like that. But I think that's going to come after some things have manifested for you. I feel like, well, some of you will have your solar return in February. Your birthday's in February. So, you know, it could be that because of your solar return, that things you've started, that's basically your personal new year. So whatever things that you're working on, or plans or goals that you want, you've started to work on to manifest those things. So I think that's what's going on with you guys. But kind of an interesting reading. It's kind of, there's a lot in it, but there's a lot going on with you also. But again, to follow your intuition with everything that you do, and you'll be just fine. I think it'll be an exciting time once things start rolling for you. And I think the moon card will be replaced with something that makes more sense to you.